Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And today we're going to talk about something or other that you may not have thought of, but will help you considerably in your eBay business or online selling business. And that is when you're buying from somebody, and I don't mean a civilian, somebody or other that's coming into your store to sell something or other. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're buying from another dealer, a fellow dealer. One of the best things you can do, and I'm gonna throw this out there, and I want to see where you go with it.
Okay.
Know their business plan.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps. I mean, some people will make it obvious. I need the money, or I trust you. Whatever you think is fair. So you kind of know how to read people that way. But I usually am honest and fair, regardless. I'm not going to give them $5 for something worth $500. It has to be realistic. But yeah, it's definitely especially with regulars. Dealt with them enough times when they're coming. I know we're going to have a successful transaction one way or the other. He trusts me. I trust him. There's one guy, Michael, and never had an issue. And one time I did joke with, I think it was April 1st or something like that, and I usually take him $5 an item, 20 items, $100 every time, and he'd a pile of stuff on the counter. I go, $5. He hesitated, but I knew it was April 1st. So, but definitely know your customers coming in and try and read them too, because a lot of times they may think they have a gold mine. It may be, it may not be, but then you have to kind of work around that and have them gain the trust in you that you're being honest, that it is worth it or it isn't. So.
Okay, you took that somewhere where differently than I would have taken it, which is fine, because again, that's what makes the channel great. I guess more what I was talking about is we've got the one gentleman out at the flea market, Dollar Dan, sells everything for $1. Mm-hmm. That's his business plan.
Yeah.
I know I can go through his things. I know he's not going to give me a deal. Actually, he did last time. I think I bought 52 items and he sold me for 50. But he's not going to give me a deal in that I'm not going to be able to take 50 items and say, I'll give you 30
There's
for it.
No
it's going to be 50.
Sale or nothing, right?
No,
he's fair. He knows it. You're fine with that.
Yep.
You know what to expect. It's always $1 a piece. Every week it's the same. There's
another gentleman out there that I deal with who is a complete wholesaler. He goes and he picks up a bunch of stuff, and he just wants to. He leaves a lot of money on the table, but he gets so many deals that he's absolutely fine with that. So I know that about him. So I know that I'm going to continue buying from him.
Yeah. Because
he can always supply me with stuff. He always leaves meat on the bone for me. And I'm not going to haggle much with him whatsoever, if ever, because, I know he's passing things along to me, and he's not, maybe he is making a killing, but the prices I'm paying, I can make a killing.
Yeah.
So it works out well for both of us.
Sure.
And what got me thinking about this is, I'm going to do a shameless plug here. When I do my Whatnot auctions, I do ephemeral auctions and I do comic auctions. Which of those? Well, it's not really. There's not really a right answer to it, but because I don't really sell comic books on eBay, but I know comic books well.
Yeah.
You go to my comic book auction. If you're a dealer, you're not going to get any $100 comic books for $5 unless it's something that's really gotten hot lately, and I truly don't have any idea whatsoever because I do not stay on top of the new stuff.
Sure.
Could it happen? Yes, it could, but it's generally not going to happen. And one way that you can tell that is when I'm right in the middle of my comic book auction and I'm giving the spiel, I'll be saying, oh, that looks like a Steranko cover. Oh, that looks like, wasn't that Gerber? Wasn't that? And I'll be naming the artists who did it, and I'll be doing the backstories of that.
Sure.
Obviously, I've researched comics and know a fair amount about comic books.
Yeah.
You're not going to do what we always talk about, which is you want to buy the magazines from the glass dealer. That's not the case. And as I said to Mr. Magazine, and I said this in my Whatnot ephemeral auction, I'll be completely honest with everybody out there. If I ever do a Whatnot magazine auction, don't attend it. You're going to be getting my scraps, honestly, because that's what I deal in.
You might get some good car magazines.
Well, that's true. You might get car magazines and Life magazines.
Yeah,
yes, you
Sports
might get those.
Illustrated from the 90s, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, which there's probably some money in those. That's true. You can pick that stuff. You're not getting any 1884 magazines from me, though.
National Geographic.
Oh, you can have all those you want.
Reader's Digest. We can go on all day with this.
We can, yes. We have a live show coming up shortly, so let's not. But I know magazines, so you're not going to come to them to get it. Now, the comics, you can come to it if you're a collector, because I am giving good deals out.
Yeah.
I'm giving $25 worth of comics starting at $5. If you're collecting it, you'll do fine. If you have a retail store with a lot of traffic, you'll do fine. If you're buying it to resell on eBay, you're not going to do quite so well. However, my business plan is I don't sell very many things like I don't sell photographs, I don't sell stamps, I don't sell postcards, I don't sell a lot of like Victorian scraps. I don't sell things like that, generally speaking. And any of those I have, I listed a long time ago. So I'm not going to sit there and learn stamps when I've got some out in the garage that have come in deals. I would rather put them out there and sell them. And hey, this came free to me in a box lot of stuff.
Right.
It could be a $50 stamp, could be a $100 stamp. I don't know. I don't care to know. So my business plan is I don't sell those things. So when you come to the Whatnot auction, my ephemera auctions, those are the places to go because they're all things. I'm not going to look them up. I don't care to know that stuff. I don't deal in billheads. I don't deal in that stuff. So that's where you can end up getting a deal by knowing my business plan. I'll tell you something other than, and I've not made any money off of you because I've never listed it, but I'll tell you one place that I can make money off of you or somebody can make money off of you is sheet music.
Yeah.
You want nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
You have literally given me boxes of it in the past.
Yeah.
I think they're still sitting in my garage doing nothing.
And actually, the Connecticut deal, I think there's a bunch of boxes of it there, too.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Are you telling me I got to find some room in the garage?
We need to make some room. Yeah.
And that's something that you don't want to deal in. And I know that, so it would behoove me, if I had time, which I don't, but if I had time, it would behoove me to learn sheet music.
Yeah.
Because when you get it in, you don't care.
Right.
You're buying it as part of a deal, or it's just such a good deal. A guy comes in a box like this of sheet music and says, "Give me $10."
Right.
I come in and you go, "Give me 15." I don't even know what's in there. I don't care what's in there. I just made $5 for having the store open.
Yeah, just like the boxes of 45s and the CDs, hundreds of them. What was it, $10 a box? Can't go wrong.
Right.
Can't go wrong.
But that would be the kind of thing that if Whatnot offered media mail shipping, which they do not, but if they offered media mail shipping, it literally would be a thing where I would probably say to you, let me just grab the box of 45s. I'm going to throw lots of 45s up, 10 of them for $5, and I'll just put them out, and people will bid, and we'll get the next box. What do you
and
care?
Most have the sleeves, too. That's 10, 20 cents on top of it,
Yeah, but knowing your business plan would tell me that, hey, if Whatnot ever does allow media mail shipping, maybe I'll just grab those boxes of 45s off you, and split the money off of it because you're into them right and you don't care.
Right.
You're not going to hand them to an employee because 85% of those are going to be not worth your time listing. But it's not worth going through 100% of them to find the 15% that are okay.
Yeah.
Because you've got enough other things to do.
Sure.
So definitely try to learn what somebody's business plan is. Do you know what probably the best way to find out what somebody's business plan is?
Buy from them?
Ask them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you buy from them too, but you can ask them. You would be amazed how many people will tell you what their business plan is, and they'll say, "Here's what I do. I clean out houses. I do this. I get this stuff. I just want to wholesale it out. I don't really want to wholesale. I want to set the stuff up and get top dollar out of it." Okay, well then we're probably not going to deal unless you have something that I need for my collection.
Sure.
But you just want to grab stuff and wholesale it on out. I mean, I definitely walk around the flea market passing my business card out like it's candy and Halloween to all the dealers saying, I can buy bulk, and if I can't buy bulk, I know somebody else who can.
Right, sure.
So always let people know your business plan. Always ask people theirs, because a lot of times you'll figure out that, hey, you can do something or other to make them happy as well by buying all the stuff. And one of the other craziest things, and then we'll get going, there was a dealer who recently passed away whose business plan was cherry pick things, which is fine. But the problem was, as far as I was concerned, I wanted to try to deal with him one time, and I had 20 cards that I wanted to get rid of, and they were okay sports cards. He wanted like 2 of them. And I don't want to just sell him 2. I want to sell all 20 because I want to walk out of there with trade. Right. And if he's willing to give me $20 for those 2, I'd rather have 25 for all 20 and have $5 extra to spend in the store, and the other 18 were definitely worth $5. No doubt, but he didn't want to do that. No, he just wants these 2. And it's like, no, my business plan is to get rid of all 20 of these because I want to walk out with a card that I want in my collection, not these doubles.
Exactly.
But I don't want to walk out with some of my doubles. I want none of them. And you're not going to pay appreciably more to take all of them versus taking the 2 that you want. But his business plan was, I don't want to bog myself down with junk.
Yeah.
So we weren't able to make a deal that day.
Wow. Okay.
But you know what everyone can agree on?
Hitting the like button.
Hitting the like button. And we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.